but now we do it, more formulaically, is why do, is we actually sell the why. Like when I explain what I do, I tell people I basically sell open dreams, and I fulfill it. Sometimes I fulfill it with SaaS. Sometimes I fulfill it with a physical product. Sometimes I fulfill it with an info product. But ultimately, I'm selling open dreams of some sort of desired end result. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Absolutely makes sense, yeah.
So that's kind of how I look at it. So like if you look at it, and you got me thinking. So let me pull this up real quick on my end. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see how to do this. I'm going to share this right here. And this was kind of exciting for me, as a copywriter, side of things. You see my screen okay? You see like a presentation or whatever?
Yeah, I see it.
If you look at how we do it, in this case, we're selling like a children's education product, I'm not saying, I believe it's a good product we put together. I'm not saying it's a bad product, but in the grand scheme of children's education products and stuff like that, there's thousands of them out there, right? It's like if you're selling like webinar software, if you're selling some sort of SaaS tool or whatnot, the reality is we're not that special snowflakes, it's all the same thing. But what we do is, if you can imagine, I hit it initially, I literally, what I'm selling, I don't view myself as selling, the problem is not to say buy my product, I'm trying to sell a movement or a change. So in this case, this offer that we have, we're focused on the African American niche, and we're basically selling, we basically sell it as religion, right? So we're packaging as Black economic power needs to become the second religion. We're gonna sell you on how to properly educate your children, create your own job, literally, this is what we sell.
Right.
This is how we position it. And what's interesting, and this was actually great, because we were on the webinar, and Boyce, who's, he's the main character. He's like the pitch guy. He's my, info product guy.
Yeah.
Actually look at it, we had, we literally go completely off tangent, which is good, but it's let me just read this copy to you, and I'd be curious to get your opinion. So we're basically selling, let me take that back. We are selling hope. We are fulfilling it through an online education product. But this is kind of the pitch. It's growing up, I was the Black kid who wanted to be invited to the space of the white man, blah, 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 And it's and I remember just having a day when I said, I'm not going to pretend to be somebody else. I'm not going to fit in, trying to hope that these white folks like me because I'm a good person. I learned how to love, all this sort of stuff. It's this self-realization point. And what's interesting is this is actually one of our, and maybe you'll think that I'm this evil person. This is actually a practice and planned effort to get to a critical close point. And actually, I was really excited because, and this wasn't planned, but when Boyce was actually pitching, or not pitching, he was educating, because we're all about educating, we don't sell here. He was educating. He actually, this became an epiphany moment for him. Mm-hmm. And I have him on, we're on YouTube Live and the webinar and everything. He's tearing up. He cries for a good 30 to 45 seconds. And it's awesome. Let me see if I can find, I think the video is still up somewhere on YouTube. If I can go pull it up, let me find this real quick. From earlier this week. Hold on. And now I need to find something that takes forever to load. But, that point, literally, we spent, the presentation, we spent 4 minutes, he just, broke down and was, he just couldn't keep himself together. And the customer response in terms of confidence at that time just completely blew up. And I don't want to make it sound like it's completely manufactured, or, well, I guess it somewhat is, but this was, beyond my expectations. But, the phones or the online, the orders started bringing in because, people were able to emotionally identify with the why. They were able to, experience that transition. Let me go find,
It sounds to me like it went from a functional product up into an emotional product, right?
Oh,
and
It's all
And-
emotion.
yeah, and
Let me stop my screen here while I pull up the video comments and stuff like that. So.